Hello, welcome, it's great to see you. I'm just packaging up my pink shaker Christmas swap and I thought I would share with you what that entails. So I am lucky enough to have been a part of this swap for a few years now. It used to be run by the lovely Chantal, then it was passed on to Chloe and then on to Vicky. So we've had some lovely hosts. This year it's being hosted by the lovely Vicky, so I will leave her link in the description for you. She is sharing each of the entries as they come in and there are some gorgeous ones to have a look through. This year she needed some people to do 2 entries, so I've got a few different shakers here. This one is the one that I designed for her. Then I have 4 of this design. This paper is the Paige Evans collection from last year, I think Sugar Plum Wishes. And then I have wrapped the little piece down here. The die is from 𝓷𝓸𝓽𝓮 Designs. I probably should have mentioned that first. I will leave a link to the die and a discount code if I've got one in the description for you. I wrapped this bottom piece with some thread and some pretty sequins. I'm pretty sure I filmed the process of this, so I will share that if I can find it on my camera roll somewhere. But the shaker element is in this little design on the front here. So 4 of those. And then these 4 using again that same 𝓷𝓸𝓽𝓮 Designs die, but I've got some different stitching down here. This one is chain stitch with some sequins and things, and I've got a pom-pom at the top. I wanted to do pom-poms on everything, but I ran out, so I just did these 4 and then I've added like a little hand stitch bit on these ones. Again, another Paige Evans paper and the little sequin part is in here. So those are the 9 that I've got to package up. My packaging idea thus far, I have these vellum envelopes that I really want to use and these fit nicely inside. So I've got 9 of these. For a background paper in the envelopes, I went with plain pink from Hobbycraft in a couple of different shades, and then I've embossed that using this really adorable folder. This one is from Chloe's Creative Cards, which is a new shop to me and I love it. And it looks like this once it's been embossed. You can see all the different little gingerbread people on that one, and then I've got, I think there's 5 of the light pink and 4 of a darker pink, but all the same size with the same embossing on them. Then the other thing we needed to include was a sequin mix, so I went ahead and made this mix and I've packaged it in these little hearts from Shein, and I can't grab them all at once, but there are 9 of them, so 9 of these to add in. And then the final thing that I made to add were these little shovels. So I made some of these last year and I absolutely loved them. They are little pink sequin shovel spoons and I've dipped them in like a faux snow type thing. Let me see if I can get that to focus. There we go, hopefully that's focusing for you. So I used, let me see if I can find it, this glitter snow that I bought on Amazon. So I've dipped it in that and then added a little clay snowflake on there and some white glitter as well. This is the white glitter I used in case you were wondering. And I have made 9 of these little snow covered shovels which are living in here currently. My plan is to somehow fit the little hat, the shovel and the sequin mix into the envelope. And then I have these adorable little tags to go around somehow. I think I'm going to add some kind of ribbon on the envelopes. And these are a lawn fawn stamp. They are the, I want to say oh dear stamp, something like that. If you're interested in the exact one, please do leave me a comment and I'll find you a link for it. I have coloured them in, added little cheeks on the polar bears and some glitter glue around the edges. The reindeers, I've added in some little dots where their markings would be and some glitter on their antlers. And I've just made 9 of those ready to add onto our packages. I should also show you actually, I coloured the polar bears in with like a Wink of Stella pen. And they are so sparkly, but I just can't get it to catch on camera. In person, they are so sparkly. And then I'll show you one of the reindeers up close as well. So let's see if we can assemble these, make them Christmassy and pink and cute. I think I'm going to use the darker pink backgrounds for these hats and the lighter pink for those ones. Does that look right, or should we swap that around? I might swap that around. Oh, I don't know. See, I'm so indecisive. It's the simple decisions like this that I just can't make. No, it does look better like that. I've decided. So we're going to have them that way round. And then what one do I have an extra one of? I have an extra 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So where's my 5th one? I know it's around here somewhere. Turns out I put it in the envelope to make sure it fit and put it in a different pile of crafty things. While I was finding that, I also came across these guys. So these are from All Things Sticky. They sent me some bits to try out, so let's try them out. These should be, so they're glue dots. These ones are super small dots and these ones are just standard size, I would guess. And I'm hoping they will make it easy to pull things off of this, but we will test that out. So probably the standard size will be just fine. I should also mention that I am wearing a Christmas jumper with bells on it, so I apologise if you can hear those jingling in the background. Let's start putting these together. So my plan is to use the back side of the embossed paper. I want to keep this so that as much of it can be reused as possible. So if they pull the sticky dots off of the back and it rips or makes a mark or anything, it won't matter. They can still stick that onto their project. So working on the back of this, I apologise if you can hear my phone buzzing. There's all sorts happening today. So working on the back of this, that's where we were. Let's have a look at these glue dots, shall we? Okay, yeah, just like standard sized glue dots. I don't know if you can see that at all. Maybe better once I put them onto something. So my plan for laying these out is to have the heart on the left here. Let me move that up so you can see. Heart on the left, hat on the right, and then one of the shovels sort of across like so. That's my plan. We could definitely add something pretty up here as well because there's space. Let's glue dot this down and check that that works. So do our sequin mix first. Glue dot did not want to stick to that shiny surface. So pop that on there. It's just to hold it in place in the packaging. And then, like I said, I want it to be removed, so I'm not too bothered about it holding forever. And then actually the tiny dots might be good for the shovel. Oh, they are absolutely teeny tiny. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I add it on the back. So I'm going to add it on the bit that's going to be on the paper. Can you see that? There you go. It's like teeny tiny, that one. Perfect for this. And I'm just going to push that down. There we go, and nothing's immediately falling off, so that's good. But it does seem as though, yeah, you could pull that off quite easily when they receive it. Cross your fingers it fits in here now that those bits are on there. Maybe I should have added another dot higher up on the spade, but I think once it's in there it won't move around as much. There we go. Okay, that'll close nicely. Still not sure whether I should add something up here, but then my plan is, like I said, to add some kind of trim ribbon and then one of these guys on the front. And maybe some beads or something as well. I wonder if I've got like a Christmas word sticker or something we could pop up there. Just a something pretty. I found some options. So this set has, I was actually looking at it for the tiny word stickers, but it has these postage stamps and they would look so sweet on the back of this envelope. So that's the plan for those. I know not all of them are pink. Maybe we can give them like a pink border or something to make them a bit more pink. And then it's either a tiny word sticker. This is the Oh Joyful Day from Rosie Studio. Rosie Studio do actually have a 20% off code running at the moment, so check the description for that. Or the other options we've got some clear stickers. I am not a clear sticker lover. They very much annoy me usually, but I thought this would be a good way to use them up maybe if we put those in the corner. But I'm not sure we have enough similar ones of the right size. So I think what I'm going to go for are these rub-ons. These are from All Wrapped Up Rosie Studio. They're an old collection, but still available on the site last time I checked. I'm thinking the Merry Christmas down here, and rather than rub it straight onto here because of the embossing, I'm not sure how well that would go. I have got the scraps from the pieces that I cut. So I'm thinking for the lighter pink, I could put the rub-ons onto darker pink, cut out some kind of little banner shape and pop that in the corner. So we'll give that a go first. I think that might actually be the correct size. So we'll give one of those a go. We do have season's greetings as well as Merry Christmas, so we could do some of those. Let's try Merry Christmas for the first one. I hadn't used rub-ons in so long, and then the other day I used one of these and really loved it. I remember them being really popular at one point. Being absolutely everywhere. There we go. Simple as that. Merry Christmas. Oh, I should have had it further that way, but oh well. First one was never going to be perfect. Add a little banner. Fishtail edge, I think is what you call that. I'm never sure about that one. The name of it. And then I'm thinking just pop that on there. I think that looks quite sweet. I think I'm going to use the teeny tiny glue dots for this, again just so that it will come off easy. Simple as that. And then pop that. I really do think I should secure that spoon down in a second place. Getting caught on all of the things. Get back in there, please. There we go. And then I didn't want to put any adhesive on the envelope because, again, in the spirit of being able to reuse it. But I'm wondering whether maybe like a tiny bit of washi tape or something would be okay. Or I think the trim might hold it closed. We have a selection of pink trim to choose from. It's finding something that I've got enough of for at least 4 of them. I don't mind if all 8 don't match, but I kind of want each 4 to match. I've come up with a few options. I've got some of this velvet trim from Briarwood Rosy Studio, and I have actually got 2 colours of that, so like a more of a dusty rose pink and then a pale pink. They might be good options if there's enough of them. I've got just a plain pink satin ribbon that I could maybe fold in half. Some of this chenille yarn that I absolutely love, but again I don't know if there's enough of that. And then this embellishment set, the pink one, that feels lovely. It's lovely and soft, but it's a very hot pink, so I'm not sure it really matches the bits and bobs in here, but we'll give it a go. This pink is quite dark for what I'm going for, so maybe the lighter velvet or this chenille yarn, maybe. We have skipped forward slightly because I was messing about coming up with the design, and I wanted to do that before I shared with you how I was putting them together. So now that I have done that, I'm going to show you how I'm putting one together from start to finish. I do still only have 4 of these, so I will have to find a second ribbon to work with. I'm leaning towards this velvety one at the moment, but the main addition is this tulle. So this is from either AliExpress or Temu. If you want a link, do let me know in the comments. I'll try and find it for you. But basically, I'm wrapping this around the envelope first. So I put together all of my little tags, and we'll do a little polar bear this time, shall we? Putting the actual bits together is exactly the same as before. Right, and then what I did previously was work out how much of this tulle I needed to wrap around, and I want it to go like wrap over itself. It will become clear why in just a minute. So front of the envelope on the middle part of the tulle, so that when I wrap it around, it sort of joins at the bottom here. And then I'm going to use my Made By sticker to hold this in place. So I've got these stickers that I made, I think last year. And it's got to go that way up. It's massive, but it does hold it. And it means that the sticker is stuck to the tulle and not the envelope, again, so that they can reuse it. And that works quite nicely. Then I did add some beads onto this string. So I added my little tag on first. And I added one of these stars as well behind it. Easy enough because they're hollow. And made sure that that was in the middle. Why is that so much easier said than done? Like so. Then I've used this like bigger needle to pop some beads on the edge. This chenille yarn sheds like crazy, so it's easiest to just pull a bit off and thread those middle string pieces, she says, and now it's not going to work. I've got these beads that the lovely Zoe got me from the US, and I used a medium and a small of each of these. Though I do think it might be cute to add a third bead. I don't want to mess with the design and have to change the first one. So let me pop those there. Did the smallest one first and then the medium size. Handy because these have quite a big hole in them. So pop those on, tie a knot in the end. A very backwards fashion using the needle. There we go. And then the beads can't come off. I could cut that a bit shorter. I could probably add some glue as well so that they definitely didn't come off, but I'm not sure if my recipient will want to keep them on there or not. Same for this side. Then the way I've added this on, both your ends together, you should have your star and your tag on the front. I don't know why I'm talking like it's a tutorial. I don't know that anyone else is going to do this, but what I'm doing is popping that where I want that to sit, go round with these two strings up, flip these guys up, and I'm just going to put this through, back through. So two with the beads go through here, and they should come back down on themselves, pull themselves tight, and hold all of that in place nicely for me. I'm going to move that up a bit though. Pull these guys down a bit. There we go. And then you've got something like this. I said I was going to do the polar bear this time, didn't I? Where did my little polar bear go? I remember saying that now. And I've completely lost him. So we did do a little reindeer. Sorry about that. But he's the right colour anyway. So that's the one I was testing it out on, and that's the one I just showed you guys. I think it looks quite sweet. So that's the plan for all of them. The only difference is that these hats, darker pink, are going to have darker pink little stars and then a lighter pink bigger star. And I might need to change that ribbon as well, maybe with this one. So let me finish those and I'll come back and show you how they will look at the end.